Hey guys, what's up? My name's Megan and I like to knit. If you haven't been here before, a lot of the content on here is knitting. There's a bit of sewing as well, but primarily I'd say knitting. And a lot of that is done in my house. I'm definitely a homebody. I like to be home. I will take my knitting out of the house sometimes, but not as much as I would like to. So today we're going to take it all out of the house. I'm actually going on a hike this weekend. We are doing a 4-day hike. I'm going with my brother and his partner. So we'll be gone for 5 days, but hiking for 4 of those. Tonight we're just going to drive to where the hike is in the Grampians. We'll stay the night so we can get started bright and early tomorrow morning. Anyway, I can't be separated from knitting for that long. So obviously I'm gonna have to take some knitting with me. And rather than just taking one big project, because that's gonna be hard to fit into my pack. You might be able to see it in the background there. She's big, she's hefty, and I really need all the extra space I can get. So my cardigan I'm knitting right now is out. My big shawl I'm knitting right now, that's out. So instead, I've selected 3 smaller projects that I'm going to try and do at different stages of this trip. So only one will actually go into my pack with me. The other 2 are going to be for the drive up there and tonight, and then one will be for the drive home. So I've actually prepared some swatches, which I don't normally do. I'll quickly go through them now. So let's start with the first one. This is gonna be the Escher beanie by Rose Knitwear. I'm really excited for this one. I love the colors. We've got merino, the blue, and the brown is just wool. I'll put all the yarns on the screen, but yeah, love these colors together and I love the stitch pattern and it is simpler than it looks. So I'm really excited. I think this might be what I cast on today because I've got a bit more time on the first day. The other beanie, we are going to do the Softy beanie by Lane in the 52 Weeks of Easy Knits book. I don't actually have the pattern for that one because I lent it to my mum. I lent the book to my mum and neither of us know where it is currently, but I've made this beanie before and so I looked at that beanie and could kind of work it out myself. So hopefully I will be able to replicate it. We are using this mohair and wool vintage yarn that I thrifted. None of this yarn is new. I'm going to buy yarn stash for all of this because I want to be using what I've already got. So this will be good to actually get some of that done. I'm not sure if this is how I want the stripes to go. I think I might do thicker blue stripes in between the reds. And that'll also be good because I don't have as much red yarn as I do the blue. I'm going to size down the needles as well because I don't want to be holding this double. And I think the last time I knit the beanie, it was with very similar yarn and I did hold it double. So, but I'm going to brush it out so you can't tell as much, and especially when it's like folded over, I think it'll be fine. Anyway, excited for that. And then the last one, I've done this swatch of this True Boo bamboo yarn. Really beautiful, really silky, really drapey, but it's really splitty. But I do think like the other lovely elements make it worth it. It's just a bit difficult to work with. I haven't settled on the pattern I'm going to do with this, but I am going to make a bandana. I'm looking at one from Studio Annalise, but I haven't bought it yet. And this will be the one that I take on my hike with me because I think like it will fold up the smallest. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started on that. But for now, I gotta go. I need to charge my phone before we leave. But I will see you soon when I am casting on my first project. Let's see how realistic this actually is as well. I might not get through all of these, but hey, I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared.
Scrolling on my phone, my kids card, lying to myself. I'm greener grass. Dream another life, one that's not so hard. I can get lost down that dangerous road. I am not them. I do not know what they're really going through. There's a lot that I assume.
Hello, welcome to my bunk bed in the Halls Gap YHA. This is where I'm up to with the bean. Oh my god, don't look at that. It's been so wonky there. I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna try and block it out a bit and then brush the mohair so you can't really tell. But it's just where I found if I'm doing ribbing, where using double pointed needles, it's really important for me to have the last stitch before I cross over be a purl and the first stitch be a knit, so I get better tension that way. But I was doing the opposite where I just showed you, so ignore it, please. But this is where I'm up to. I'm going to do another blue row and then a red, and then I'm gonna start to decrease for the crown. I'm gonna knit a bit tonight. I kind of want to try and finish this before we start our hike, but you know, sleeping is most important, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's so beautiful here in Halls Gap. We saw so many kangaroos, had some good dinner, and we've got such a good view of like the mountains on either side. Ooh. I'm really excited to start the hike tomorrow. But I want to get this done before we do, because I won't be taking this with us. Anyway, we'll see how we go, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.
From the work that I do, thoughts that I choose, feelings I soothe, finding a mingle of ease, loving what is. Wouldn't it be grand if I settled in to love my life? What I have, a foundation strong.
Good morning. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I don't have my mic on me because I just came to wash my face and thought this would be a good opportunity. But I finished this beanie, the softy beanie, and it's coming clutch. I wore it to bed last night because it was a bit chilly in the tent, so that was really good. It was great to like have it down over my ears.
And I started the Escher beanie yesterday. I've only got a few, like maybe an inch done of that, but it's a really fun stitch pattern so far, and I'm excited to continue that today. But I'm just gonna get ready, have my breakfast, wash my face, and pack everything up and go to the next campsite. I think it's gonna be quite hard walking today. My legs are already a bit sore, but hopefully I have some energy left to knit once we get there. It's so beautiful here. Look at this. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye.
Instead of straw, gratitude, wiser have learned to nourish their own. Life is not in the escape, learning to embrace, happy or sad, all feelings will come. Doesn't matter what we have, grounding is key.
Hello. I didn't bring my wind guard for these, so hopefully this is fine. But I thought I'll do a very quick catch up with you guys. So I showed you this beanie a bit more this morning. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a closer look at it because it's not my finest work. I will be honest. I brushed it out. I just used my hairbrush, but like the tension's all off and like joining at the back. The start of the round where I was switching between the colors, it got a bit mucked up. And I know there's ways to prevent that, but I wasn't gonna finish this before I came on the hike. I was gonna be okay with finishing it when we got back into Halls Gap, but then I was like, oh, I don't have a beanie, and this could actually be really useful because I don't know how cold it's going to be up here. So I just sped to get it done, and I still think it's cute. And it has been useful, like I said this morning. And here is the Escher beanie, my progress, which is not very much. I'm knitting the smaller size. I hope it'll be okay. I think it will be because you want it to be like stretched out so you can see the stitch pattern. But I haven't been making very much progress on this because I've just been so tired. I actually just took like a 40-minute nap in there. I wasn't going to set an alarm, but then I was like, no, I'm at the most amazing location. I don't want to sleep my time away and wake up when it's dark. So I'm up. I've just put on like my camp clothes, gotten out of my hiking clothes, and I'm gonna get some knitting done. I think I'm gonna make some coffee and I'm gonna work on this. It would also be amazing to get this finished while I'm on the hike and get some photos of me wearing it in this location, but we'll see. All right, that's it. I will see you guys soon.
Finding an angle of peace, loving what is. Finally, I learned not to fool myself. Loving what is. Finally, I learned not to fool myself.
Hi guys, what's up? I don't know if you can hear this rain, but it's bucketing down right now. I can hear my brother and Lucy running past it. Hopefully they got their drive. I got here before it started because I have just been wanting to get into bed, get all snuggled, listen to my audiobook. I just started a new one called Mad Mabel, and I want to listen to that. And then this is how far I've gotten on my Ashabini so far. So I don't think I'm going to knit the full length that the pattern suggests, just because I don't like my beanies to be super long. So I might make it a little shorter, which means a little less knitting, which is very exciting because while this beanie has served me so well, it's been a lifesaver, honestly. I'm ready to have something that's not wool and mohair on my head, you know? Like during the hike, I wear my cap, but as soon as the hike finishes, I'm putting this on. And my hair is so greasy right now, I can't not wear a hat. So it would be great to have another option. Not that like we have long left of this hike. It's actually the last night. So we've got one more day of hiking tomorrow, or one more morning. And then we'll be walking tomorrow's hike, we'll be walking to Halls Gap where our car is, and we'll be driving back to Melbourne. Today's hike was really challenging. We woke up, it was very cold, it was so foggy, you could barely see anything, and it was just very damp. So we started hiking, and it was on really difficult terrain. And about a third of the hike, or what felt like a third of the hike, was done in the rain. So it wasn't the most fun day of hiking, but we got here, we got into the hut, and it took us like 5 hours instead of 7, which was estimated. So that was really nice. And so that meant we just stayed in the hut, dried ourselves off, and I've just been knitting, which has been great. I made good progress. Had some hot chocolate, had a hot meal, and yeah, now I'm ready to just get cozy, see how far I can get on this. It would be awesome if I can wear this tomorrow, but we'll see. Yeah, I will probably update you guys tomorrow. We'll see how I go on this, and we'll see if I have any time to cast on that last project I brought with me. Maybe on the car ride home. We'll see. Anyway. Good morning. It's like 6:10 in the morning. I have already packed up all of my camp. I mean, I've packed it down. I need to pack it away and do all my little bits and pieces, have breakfast, have coffee, get ready for the day. But I want to do that all really quickly. My brother and his partner aren't up yet. So I'm hoping if I get all this done real quick, then I might have some time to knit because I'm just so sick of wearing this beanie. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I was trying to tell myself maybe I can start casting, like doing the decreases, but no, I'm definitely not there yet. I want to make it like a decent size. I don't need it to be quite as big as the pattern suggests, but I need it to be a couple more centimeters before I do the decreases. Anyway, I'm gonna get my shit done real quick, and we'll see how we go.
Having what is.
I'm back home. I'm back on my comfy couch. I did cast on this bandana on the drive home. So this is the May bandana by Studio Annalise. Look at the ruffles. It's so cute. So I did get working on it during that car ride. I did originally want to finish this on the car ride. I didn't get it done on the hike. I was so close, but when I was working on it in the car, I got to the decrease portion, which is so close to being finished. But I was finding that I was needing to look down too frequently, and it was making me feel car sick. So
I switched to this one where I was able to look up more frequently. And yeah, it's nice now to be like, oh, well, at least I worked on all of these on that trip. And these can all hold those memories every time I wear them. Obviously, this is the only one I actually finished on the trip, but that's fine. I finished this the day I got home. I finished this the day after the day I got home. So, in my head, I finished them all on the hike. And I know at the start I said that the only knit I was actually going to pack was this because it was just a small ball of yarn and would scrunch up really small. I obviously didn't do that. I packed all of it in my pack to take on the actual hike with me. And I'm glad I did because I actually didn't have enough yarn to complete this one. So that would have sucked. And it really didn't take up that much space in my pack. It wasn't heavy. Yeah, I was carrying multiple sizes of knitting needles, which is not very essential, but it's okay. Sometimes it's about those tiny luxuries when you've been walking in the rain for hours that day. It's like with our food, we carried like a bit more food because I wanted that little luxury, that treat at the end of the day. Anyway, I had a really good time. The hike was super fun. I loved working on this pattern. Like I said at the start, I think when I was talking about the test swatch, it looks more complicated than it actually is to do. I do sort of wish I'd done the larger size. It's a bit tight when I have it on, but that's okay. That's fine. I have blocked it. I blocked all of these. But I do really love it. Now it's 32 degrees, so I have no use for these, but this bandana is going to get a lot of use this summer, and I'm sure I'll be pulling these out before I know it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really hope you enjoyed coming along on this adventure with me. This is the longest hike I've ever done. It was definitely very challenging, but it was so worth it. It was really beautiful. And even if you're maybe not that interested in hiking, maybe I hope that it was nice to be able to get some of those views and see some of this experience without having to leave the comfort of your own home. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys again for being here. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.